Hoorah! What's going on, man? How y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing well. Hope your lives are doing just fine. You already know what time it is. Let's get straight to it like we always do. This is the story of the time my principal back in high school and the cops of said high school came after me because I invented my own sport. Now, if you pay attention, if you acknowledge aspects of the story times I tell, I said in one of my videos, one of my past videos, that I created a whole society, like a little group, like a little, I don't want to say gang, it wasn't a gang, but it was a whole little society in my high school I created, called Cracktopia. Now you may ask yourself, where do you get the word Cracktopia from? Like, where do you get that statement? Where do you get that from? I got that from a song. It's like from Travis Scott, like an album or like a song or something called Utopia. So I'm like, yo, I want to get Utopia and crack and just Cracktopia. Now Cracktopia was like a little society I had where we just did the dumbest shit ever. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. We just did some dumb stuff. We just did stupid things, left and right, just dumb things 24/7. And I'm like, yo, why am I always doing these silly things? But I didn't really acknowledge that at that time. I just did my own thing, really. So there was this little sport I created. I didn't even have a name for it. I just created it. It's where I would get the plates, right? The red plates. We had these red plates as trays for food. I grabbed that shit and I would. Some of the people watching know. They know me. They know how great I was with this shit. I would get the plates and I would charge it up in a certain way. And I would throw it into the air and it would just fly around like a helicopter. Oh, like a UFO. It was just so mesmerizing to witness. You know what I mean? It's like the way I would throw it up and it just it was so cool, man. You just had to be there. You just had to be there. It was super fun. Now, one thing about the plates that I had a tendency to do with the plates is basically almost chop heads off. Like the plates weren't the thinnest out there, but they were pretty thin. Like they were like this thin. You know what I mean? So when I was throwing these goddamn plates, it would they almost hit people. Almost knocked heads off people's shoulders, man. It was crazy. Y'all should have been there. Now, I'm doing this, right? And eventually, me and some other people, they joined my society. They joined me. And they began to do it too. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. I have members of this group, of this little society I created doing this. Now I'm inspiring other people. To get it done too, to throw these goddamn plates too. I'm like, yo, yes sir. Now mind you, eventually, like I said, we began to gain attraction from throwing these plates. We throwing them in the air. We almost hitting people. We almost hitting ourselves. These things are crashing down onto the earth, basically onto the school grounds, onto the ground of the school, and just shattering like glass. Well, I remember one of my homies at that time threw the plate, and that shit, dead ass, it literally it hit a Jeep outside. So we had these fences, these gates, but they weren't even they weren't really gates. They really weren't shit. That shit went straight over the gate and hit a Jeep, hit a car. And we laughed. I'm gonna hold you. It was funny. That thing flew all the way over there and hit a car. We were hitting cars. I think some of us at least hit one or two people, hitting the ground, causing a mess. And eventually, we had at least 40 different people coming together to the group to watch us throw these plates. But you just had to know. You just had to be there. We were just throwing them. It was mesmerizing up until the principal came. Now, for this particular video, I'm going to call the principal, Mr. Oakwood. I'm gonna call him Mr. Oakwood. Now, Mr. Oakwood, he was a cool dude. Don't get me wrong. I rocked with him. He was a cool dude. He had a lot of haters in that school. People did not like him at all at some points, but he was a cool dude. I liked him. I rocked with him. I felt with him. He was a cool guy. But we're hitting these plates. They know because they've already told me time and time again, stop throwing these goddamn plates. Stop throwing those plates. But I didn't care. I threw them anyway. So now they send the cops and the principal at me. So now we all scatter. We say fuck those plates. We scatter. We scatter, right? And they're not chasing me, but they're looking for me. I'm going this way. Everybody in the group. Well, no, hold on. Let me backtrack. We go to the science building because we're hiding around because they're going around the science building to catch me lacking. So we go into the science building and they come in here too. So we start hiding. Me and 2 other people, we start hiding. We hide somewhere. They're lurking for me. I managed to juke them. We managed to outsmart these motherfuckers somehow or some shit. I burst through that shit. I go out. They follow me around. Not the cops. The cops are still following me, mind you. But the other people, they're helping me. I'm like, oh no, go this way. Don't go that way. Go this way. The cops, the principal's over here. Go this way. I'm like, oh shoot. Okay, cool. So I got people. They know because they know I did. They know I did it. Oh, I'm going this way. I'm going that way. I'm escaping. You know what I mean? So I end up in the back of the RR building. Whoops. I exposed the name. Man, fuck it, bro. I went to Roosevelt High School. This is where it happened, bro. Roosevelt High School. But anyway, I'm in the back of RR building. So you need someone to open the door for you. You know, when it comes down to that building. So someone comes and opens the door for me. I'm running upstairs. Now we had this big old window, basically, this massive window that we could just see the courtyard through. And I'm looking through the window, and I see Mr. Oakwood and 2 cops just standing by a tree plotting on me. Oh, what is he gonna do? Well, they plotting on me. I'm like, yo, I gotta get up out of here. So I wait for them to head out somewhere else. And now I have culinary period. That's where I had to, cook shit, do things like that. So I dash to the science building, right? I sneak myself to the science building. My homies, they're like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're crazy, you're a demon, you're this and third. So they disguise me. They put some random stuff on me, some random clothes. So now I got a disguise. They won't know. They won't see me. Even if they look straight into my eyes. You know what I mean? So they doing all that shit. And I head out to culinary class. I'm sitting there, I'm paranoid because not everybody arrives at the same time. So we got different people walking through the door, and every single human being who walks through the door causes my heart to beat faster and faster every single time. It was so scary. So scary. Every time that door opened, my heart panics. But every single time it opened, it was really nothing more than another student. It was really just another student. So class ends, right? And I'm still paranoid. Now, go through all my other classes. I wait till the end of the day. I'm thinking, yes, sir, score. I got up out of there. He caught me lacking, y'all. At the very end of the day, I'm like, yes, sir, we did it. He's like, oh, Mr. Robinson, Javante. I was like, oh. And then my homie, I hear him in the background. He's like, shoot. I walk up to Mr. Oakwood, Lakewood, whatever the hell I named him in the story, and he's like, there are gonna be consequences for what you've done today, tomorrow. I'm like, dang, man, there was no consequence. I pulled up to the scene the next day, and nothing happened. He didn't do nothing. But hey, man, you want to do devious stuff in school, just do that. Man, do your thing. I don't know what to tell you. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Rahul.